Hello, my friends. Good morning. This is Tanya. SideGigCrafts. Look, I'm stumbling over my own tongue this morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad you're here. So glad you found me. Welcome back to those of you who've been here for a while. Welcome to the new subscribers who have joined our family recently. I hope that you are finding some fun content and that you'll stick around. I'd love to hear about you and get to know you better. So be sure to comment in the box below and let me know where you're from. Let me know how you found me. And you guys, we're making something new today. We're going to start something new. I was cooking dinner the other night and I thought, why am I throwing these boxes away? I have 2 mac and cheese boxes. And I opened them up and we're going to make a journal out of one of them today. Now, I started thinking, why not do something that's close to my heart, do something a little rustic this time. And I've got a lot of journals started and I've been working on them diligently. A lot of them are very much themed, and I wanted to go back to my roots and do something a little bit more rustic and dingy and just have some fun with it. Thought I'd get out my Tim Holtz papers, get out some of this, this is Paper Studio, I apologize. Get out some papers that might go with that and just have some fun with it. So we're gonna get started today. I'm not sure how far we're gonna get. I do have to go to work today, so, you know, with downloading taking so much time these days, I wanna make sure I got up a little early and hopefully this will get out to you today. Today is Monday. And as much as we save scraps, you guys, I've got so much going on my desk. I am not saving these. But wouldn't this make a perfect tag? It really would. But I have so much right now. Those are going in the bin. So I have to. I have to let some of this go sometimes. So we're going to start. I want to put Tim on the outside. That's a totally different collection. I want to put Tim on the outside. Maybe. I don't have a specific paper, but I thought it would be nice to have. Actually, honestly, I don't think this isn't even Tim, but this would be kind of fun. Let's see if there's some papers in here that I decide would love to be on the outside. Let's let them speak. I do absolutely love this portion of this paper, but this is vellum. That's not going to be it. Is this? Oh, you know what? These aren't even Tim Holtz. These are ones I use to go with it, which is great because I've already got some pulled that will coordinate for pages. We can use these for pages and such. And I love this one. This would be fun on the outside too. I know it's not Tim Holtz, like I said, but I love this paper. I'm gonna put this one on top because that is definitely a top contender. I love the print. So that's fine. But let's see if and I absolutely love this one. Love this one. It's got the green and yellow. That would be a lot of fun. Except to do it, this would be in the front and this would be on the back, which actually that wouldn't be so bad. We could work with that. I love the green. This would be pretty. This would be on the front. If we did that one, this would be on the back. Also love that. This would be the front of this one. I'm looking for something fun on the front. I want it to be beautiful. This might be the one. I don't want the squares. I don't want the bugs. No bugs. No bugs on the front. Not that there's anything wrong with bugs. I just don't want the bugs on the front. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this one. I think this is the one. If we use this, I'm going to lose like part of it though. I think that's okay. I think that's all right. We'll use this one for the front. I do have this. That would be the back though. I love the Robin. I just love all this paper. Love it all. How do I choose? There's a little butterfly. We'll hold on to him. that was from some wrapping paper. Okay, so let's use this one. Now, most of that picture will fit on here, so that's fantastic. I do want to try to capture some of the red, if I can, but I may not be able to. Just kind of measuring out to see my placement. I'm just going to cut on this line right here. This line right here, and I think will be good. Hope you guys are doing great. I hope you had a wonderful, safe weekend. It's been a busy one for me. Seems to be the norm lately, huh? Seems to be the norm. All right, we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to try to capture like some of that red. So I'm going to kind of put this one closer. Normally I would space this evenly so that there's the same amount on this side, same amount on this side. This time, because I want some of that red and I know it's on the edge, I'm going to tuck it to as close as possible, but I still need to be able to fold this over. So I'm going to do it a little differently this time, and just that way. And honestly, all you need is enough to roll over so that it holds it down. I have one more box, but I don't think we can do two in it. I don't think we're going to do two in a day. We could do two, but yeah, that just makes the video that much longer and take that much longer to download. So we're just going to start from the beginning, and we're going to start this one today. Probably by the next video, or by the next time I bring this one back, I'll have the other one covered as well, and we'll work on signatures together or something like that. Or maybe I'll even have the signatures put together. I don't even know. I don't always have a plan when I do my videos. Sometimes it's just like, hey, you know what? Let's just do what comes naturally to us, and we'll sit down and figure out what we're going to do. But I did know that I wanted to start this today. So we're going to make sure we get these seams nice and gushy so that they will stick real well and not pop up. Make sure we press that nice and hard. You can use your bone folder if you prefer, but this works well too. Okay, and then we're going to take our scissors, and we've got to miter these edges. This one needs a little more glue here at the edge. Don't go all the way to the corner, because then it'll pop out and you'll see it. A trick that you can use if you're worried about that is to turn this back around, and you can glue it right here, and that way if there's a corner that shows, then it won't, because the paper will cover it. So if you accidentally cut too close, that's one way you can fix that. So I'm going to hold on to my corners until I fold and know exactly that they'll be okay. All right, and then we're just going to train this paper. You can use your bone folder, which is what I would really like to do if I could find it in my mess. Hey, there's one. If you start and just kind of go around this, it'll help to train those fibers so that they'll want to fold. Did I do this side already? I think I did. All right, and then we can start. It's a little easier. You can use tape for this too if you don't want to use glue. That's perfectly okay. Because this is torn right here, I'm going to add a little extra just to help with the strength. I'll probably use tape on this side because this is really thick paper, and sometimes it sticks down a little faster and doesn't try to work its way back up. I think I'll use tape on this side. There. along the edge. Glue is usually my stick of choice, but sometimes there's definitely a calling for something different. This is one of those times. We wanted to make sure it stays down, because it's just going to make it really difficult if it doesn't. And we're going to have to put some paper covering it to cover the inside, so we don't want it to come up. And this book should be handled a lot. So with that being said, it's important to make sure that it's solid. As solid as we can make it. And there we go, pokey tool. Pokey tool works well for this. Pull these papers up. These aside. There we go. All right, and then you'll see that this will just stick smack down. Excellently. There we go. Now we have our book cover. Should we turn it over and see what we got? There it is. We did get some red, so that's amazing and wonderful. Let's go ahead and we're going to train this to fold. Now we want to go super slow, because if we don't, if we're not careful, the fibers will tear on the other side. And I'm hoping that that won't happen. I'm going to use my bone folder to help me out. Even though this box has been folded before, just kind of go slow. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let's do it again on this side. Ooh, I think I know what I want. I'm going to use a bow to tie it. I think I have the perfect piece of fabric for that. Look at that. Look at that cover. This is gorgeous. Don't you guys think so? I love this paper. Man, I love this paper. All right, now let's work it until, now we've got to do this carefully. Again, I'm using cardstock on here, and you know Tim's cardstock is pretty solid. So we'll go ahead and be very, very careful as we fold this. We don't want it to tear. This is where it would tear if it did. And I've had it happen, and it's a bummer. You can always fix it and do something, but if you don't want to have to put some washi tape or something else on there to cover it, then just be careful. And then you can actually tap down your corners if they're a little too cornery for you. That'll help round them a little bit. You can use your bone folder if you like. Either way, but look at that. How easy was that? Isn't that gorgeous? It's all about the paper. Yep, love it. Love, love, love. All right, now let's make sure that these things stay down inside as we fold that. We don't want them coming up. We don't need our corners anymore. Those turned out just fine. Now, I have this ribbon, I think that this is going to be what we use to tie it shut. I think I'm going to coffee stain it, because it's not stained now, but it would not be perfect. We can use a thinner part and just have fun with that. So I think that's what we're going to use to tie this one. Now the next step would be, we need to cover the inside of it, and I don't think that's going to lend well to go all the way through. So we need to cover the inside. What are we going to use for the inside? Definitely use one of these pieces, because this is like my favorite paper. Obviously this piece isn't big enough. So let's go back to Tim and see what we've got here. We could do, let's see if I've got another piece. I you know I love this one. This one. Now I'm looking at the back sides just because I think they do well there. Not the squares. Boy, I really don't have much of this paper left. It's been a lot of fun. So now I could use this one for the inside because you remember I did like this one a lot. If I use this one, it might actually tie in some of those others a lot better if I use them inside, because they'll be a little more whimsical is kind of what I'm thinking. Which I'm not really aiming for whimsical, but I think it'll help tie it together. Because I don't think this is going to be very whimsical in the end. So I think I'm going to use this one. I think if I use the other one, I'm going to have to kind of go all 10 holds, and I can't do that because, as you saw, I don't have that much paper. I think I only have this one pad. I don't think I have more. So that would be a problem. Okay, so this needs to be 6 by 10 3/4. I'm gonna go 6 and 1/8 by 10. What did I say? 10 3/4? I hope that's what I said, because that's what I'm cutting. Oh, and I don't have a piece. Oh, actually, I do. All right, I think that's what I said. Is that right? It's perfect. Now what I'd like to do though is I'd like to go ahead and distress ink this one. There we go. Doesn't have to be much, just enough to tie it in. A little more distressed. And then what I like to do is just kind of brush it through here so it's got not real obvious, but just a little bit of distressed look. And you can see it really does make a difference. All right, I didn't do the whole thing, just little spots here and there just to make it look a little more old, not quite as whimsical. And this one we're gonna glue. Why am I gonna glue this one? I don't know. You could use tape too, it wouldn't matter. If you use tape, I think I would still probably glue down the edges. Or a combination of the two. Here we go. What you think? I think it's beautiful. All right. Let's go ahead and use our bone folder to go ahead and trim this again. As you can see, it's trying to bunch up right here. So we're going to work that as we go. Don't want that to happen. Might need to add a little glue, squirt it in the edges. So we trim this up. Look at that. So what do we do about that? Well, we keep training it. And if it bunches up and wrinkles, get that wrinkle to the spine, like this one is doing that. And I don't know why. It might be just the thinness of the paper. Not exactly sure why. But if it goes to the spine of the book, you won't be able to see it on the front or the back cover. So you can push that wrinkle to the spine. I just might not have put enough adhesive on there. I don't know. I don't know why it does that sometimes. But just get it to the spine of the book. Remember, it's a junk journal, so you know doesn't have to be perfect. We want it to be good for sure, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just train it. And then we're going to put a little glue under here just to make sure it's sealed up real good. And it's not glued down, so that is part of it, the problem. It wasn't glued enough, I guess. Okay. Make sure my edges are all glued down really well. A little extra attention to the corners is always good. And here, nope, that one looks like it's done. This one maybe. Am I mumbling, you guys? I don't know. There we go. All right, so we've got our start of our journal. There we go. And I think we still have plenty of time. I think we're going to go through and find some pages that we would like inside of it. We won't necessarily put them in order or cut them down or anything like that just yet. Maybe some, but let's go ahead and go through and see what we've got. So we've already pulled, I want to definitely put this one in there. And I definitely want to put this one in there. And I think I'm going to use some of these vellum pages. We're going to put this one in here too because we used it for the cover. The inside of the cover, so I want that in there. And I want to use this one in there, or this one, and or. I'm thinking we're going to put 2 signatures, so maybe I'll put 1 in each signature. Okay, and let's put these up. We're going to use the rest of this stuff for decorating and stuff, so these will find homes in there somewhere. But for pages, I kind of want to go through this one also and see what we've got, because I saw some beautiful ones, and I've never used this paper pad before. So it's been sitting in my collection here. Let's see if there's a date on it. 2019. So I don't know if I bought this one or if this was from a D-stash. I'm not sure, but it's been sitting here, obviously unused. That is unacceptable because look at this paper. Look how pretty that is. We definitely want this one in there. I'm probably going to love all of these, so that could be a problem. But they just need to coordinate. And you know what? This would have been gorgeous on the inside too. Oh, we got to use this one. Let's add some color in there. Some pink. Back to whimsy, I think. Maybe though. Let's pull it out and see. I can't use every paper though. I have to remind myself. Can't use every single one. I don't think I'm going to use the blue, even though there is some blue in there. And there's blue ticking if we use that one. This is beautiful. You guys probably can't even see this. Let me turn this a little bit. I think I can do it this way and flip down. That's gorgeous. You can see my dilemma. These are beautiful. They're stunning. This would be a good one. It's plain, it'll be easy to decorate. And it matches, of course, it coordinates. I'm not a fan of that one. I do like this one. That'll go with the blue and tie that in there. Paris. That's pretty, not quite the theme I'm looking for. No telephones. These are just fun. I love that one too, but the blue is a little different than what the ones I pulled. I don't think I want purple. Some of these are very Paris. Ooh, berries. I have a strawberry swap coming up. I need to remember that's in there. This could be fun. This could be a really fun one to use. It's got Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to pull this one. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but let's pull it just in case. That one's beautiful. Let's pull it. If nothing else, it might make a guest appearance. Some of these are fashion and sewing. That one's really pretty too. But there we go. That's a good one. That one is. I don't know how many pages I think I can have in there, but that one's pretty cool too. Oh, she's beautiful. I wouldn't want to cut her though. She's beautiful, but I wouldn't use her in this particular project. Ooh, I love that. Should we use that one? Maybe on the next one. I don't think I want that one in this one. I've got another box that I'm going to make, and I think this might be the book I use, or this might be the paper pad I use for that one. Probably in whole, because I don't have much Tim left. And it does limit me a little bit if I use Tim, because I want papers that go along with Tim, and it's really hard. Because they're just so different. I think that's what we love about them. The style is so different. This one, beautiful butt. Trying to be a little more choosy now. I love the cherries. Those are beautiful. This one could go in there easily. Definitely do something fun with that. In fact, I think Tim has paper that looks like that. Similar. Fashion. There's a lot of fashion in here. Being that I'm not very fashion oriented, it surprises me. It's cute, but no, not in this one. This one could work. She's shaving her legs. Maybe not. This one? No, we've already got kind of a flowery one. There's a lot of fashion in here. I like these papers. They're really pretty, aren't they? That one's nice. That one's nice. I might put, obviously I can't put all of these in there. But if I get out my favorite ones that I think I might want to use, then I can sort through and cut that back down to a reasonable amount. So it's okay to pull too many. When I see them all together, I'll know which ones need to go in there. I still want to put some of the other papers that I have. See, that would be pretty too. It picks up the pinks and stuff from the, it's a fabric print. I don't know if I pulled that one already. Oh, that one's beautiful too. I'm a sucker for the fabric prints. Nice, because I'm thinking about using just this part. Let's pull this one. theater. Ooh, green. Ooh, green. I don't think I pulled any green. We're back to the purple-ish. Kind of goes back through the colors. Okay, so we've got more than enough. Way more than enough. So the next question is, where do we go from here? So from there, what we're going to end up doing, I'm probably going to end up pulling these back out. This one will stay, but I think these two are out because these are way more whimsical than the stuff I pulled. So these two are out, just like that. Okay, I think that paper pad was probably a better choice to go with these than the other. So I'm gonna need 2 of these anyway. This one has to go in there because it's part of the cover. So I guess what we need to do is figure out the size of our pages and cut what we know we're gonna use for sure to the size of our pages. Now our pages should be, it was 10 3/4. I think I can measure on here too. 10 3/4. Let's do, we're gonna do 10 and a half. I don't want to do that. 10 3/4 can be very on the edge. I'm gonna go do 10 and a half by 6. 10 and a half by 6. That's gonna be our pages. And a half by 6. Yep. Okay. Don't worry, we're holding on to those scraps. Those are precious. This side, we're gonna do 6 on this side with the flowers. Wait. Yeah, 6 high, 10 and a half long. I think I'm gonna cut the red. There we go. 10 and a half by 6. I could probably get another one out of this one, but I don't need a third. So you know what I'll do with this one is probably make an envelope to go inside of it, which we'll do that later. And we'll just definitely do something with that. So 10 and a half by 6. Let's cut a couple of these at the same time. I know that I want this one. I know that I want this one. 6 on this one. By 10 and a half. And neither of these had any major designs on them. So those will be fine. Now some of these I want to leave long because I can fold them and tuck them and do some different things. So let's do 6 on this one. And then I'm going to leave the edges on this one. Let's do this one the same way. Okay. I think I'd like to leave this one. So let's do 10 and a half on this one for the length. And then I think what I'd like to do is probably make a pocket out of this one. I'll still need to cut. Okay, so 6, let's go 8. And then we can fold up 2 inches. I don't know if I'm really measuring that. I'm looking at it, but there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then we've got a nice little pocket. If we fold this in half, we need to fold this in half. If it will fold in half. We're gonna cut the middle out of there, but I gotta find half first. That's too wide, that's too long. That's not gonna work. It's because I didn't cut the end off. Okay, well, there we go. 12, so 10 and a half, so let's go. It doesn't have to be perfect, let's just cut. Right there. All right, now what I meant by cutting this is where that center is, we're gonna go just slightly over and we're gonna cut to that, oops, I gotta go a little bit more towards that center. Right down there, and then do the same on this side. We've cut that piece out, then it will fold a lot easier. So now we have a nice little folder. We'll go ahead and glue the sides here. So that it stays up in that folder. And then I like to stencil the back of this so that it stays nice and thin and you can put lots of things in it. This one I didn't cut very well, so let's go back to that. I tend to like to put these little folders in the middle so that there is something in the middle that you can put things in if you want to add stuff in. So there's that one. What else? Let's start folding these and see what we've got here. I know it's not a lot yet. I didn't cut this one right either. Oh no, I was gonna fold it. I was gonna do a flap. That's why. So we're gonna do it this one because I didn't cut the end, so it's actually 12 inches instead of 10 and a half. We're gonna fold this way. We're going to do the same on this side, and that provides for a little tuck. Now, I'm not going to glue them down yet because if I want to put a piece of paper here, it's easier if it's not glued yet. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And then this one I did the same thing with, so let's fold this one in half. Or we could even, if we don't want to, you could do like a flip out. You could put a card or something on here and then it would flip out. Or you can glue it here and tuck it. You can do so many things. So, you know, we're not restricted to any specifics, and these don't have to be the same. I'm just eyeballing and they're a little different, and that's okay because it's going to be on the opposite sides of the book. So not a problem. And you could use your sewing machine and sew around some of these things. See, these I thought I folded. Did I do a third one like that? Because these are still too big. I really thought I cut these down to the right size. I really didn't. So, I wonder where I went wrong there. I'll figure it out. Yeah. That's okay. We're going to cut off a little bit. That should do it. I did my math wrong probably. Oh, slightly. Should probably be tearing these. Have a little more rustic feel. Where did I go wrong? 10 and a half. 10 and a half. I didn't take out the center. That's why. I did my math wrong because I didn't account for that. And that's okay. We'll have strips for other things. It's fine. And I don't mind that my pages will be different sizes. That's not a bother at all. All right, so we've got some things going here. I'm happy with our progress. So I'm thinking this is going to be my little piece because this is my cover also. Let's go ahead and distress this one so it's ready to go. All the little details, you know, if you have the time to do them, you know, right away, do it. You want to do as much as you can before you stick it in there, because also sometimes things go wrong and you're like, oh my gosh, but it's stuck in my journal. Now what do I do? And then you have to find a way to fix it. So, you know, sometimes it doesn't hurt to do the work beforehand. So again, we'll just kind of do a little of that, do a little of that. Let's get the insides. Just really quickly. And then this one too. I think I actually have my stencils nearby. We could do that today. We could do that right now too. Let's see here. The stencil is right over here. I can reach it within 2 steps. I'm thinking we can find a nice tin stencil. Get that in here. Maybe we'll just grab all of these. I feel like there was I have a coffee one that's not in this pack. Let's see if it's just tucked in here. Probably not. Okay. I mean, I know I do somewhere. Good morning. And here's this one. All right, let's put this one aside. This is a little birdie stencil. I think this was gifted to me. And there we go. And now I just threw away the packaging, so next time I won't know. But I have such a hard time getting these things back into their packaging after they're out. I tend to not put them back. I just have such a hard time with it. I just want a little bit of just a little. Don't have to go crazy. There we go. That's good. So we've got that one. I'm going to hold those out because we're going to use them again some more. So we've got that done. And then we're going to kind of do the same to this one. A little bit. A little grunge. Kind of takes away the whimsy. These will be fun to add some art to. Mixed media maybe. Some different projects. And I've got plenty of ephemera starting to stack up, as you guys know. Things we've worked together with on the channel. So I've got a stash going. So it'll make this a lot faster to make. And I'm very excited about that. I'll probably go through that later on and put them aside in some of my Temu bags and, you know, separate it out and organize it. Some things that I might want to put in there so we don't have to sort through it together. Well, it's kind of fun to see what's in other people's little stashes, isn't it? I really enjoy it. See what they made and have set aside. I'm not going to do the insides of these yet because I don't know what I'm going to add to them. So I'm leaving the insides alone. It'll be easy to go back and fix that later if not fix it, but finish it later if I need to. Got just a couple of these to do. I don't have to do the vellum, just the papers. That one's done. This is the last one. I've got some packaging paper I want to use over here. And some music paper I want to put in here. And then I probably have some stuff from the antique bookstore that I will want to put in here, but I have to go through that box too. So I'll be doing some sorting through my craft room this week to put those things together. But for now, I think we've got a really good start. I don't have to do that one. Really good start to this project. I hope you guys are having fun with me. I hope you're crafting along. We've got some great pages to start with. Not nearly enough, obviously. And some of these are still too long, like this one. The folder that goes in the middle is still too long. I'm going to cut that back again. We'll re-ink that side and glue it. Still too long. And I hope if you haven't made a journal before, I hope you'll be encouraged to work along with me. Maybe make your own. That would be fun. If you do and would like me to see it, definitely tag me on your chosen media. I have Facebook, I have Instagram and YouTube. I'm not on Instagram that much, you guys. Tag me anyway. I do check in from time to time and I will see it. Maybe not right away, but I will see it. I've got to get better at Instagram. It's not my favorite platform because it's confusing to me a little bit. And I know everybody's over there, but I find it just a little bit confusing. So I apologize in advance. I'm not a quick response over there. So you can also, in my comment box, if you tag me over on Instagram, let me know and I'll go check sooner. Or send me a message sometime. Well, no, that doesn't pop up that well either. Just let me know. I'll check it out for sure. All right, you guys, that's it for today. I think I'm gonna call it for today. I've got a lot of work to do and I'm gonna come back with some things that are completed and we're gonna have some fun with this one. It's gonna be gorgeous. I mean, the paper itself is alone. I don't really need to do too much to that, if anything at all. So I hope you guys are having fun with me. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.